My name is Victoria Hayes, and 3 weeks ago my own family tried to destroy my reputation in front of the entire city. The strange part? They thought I would stay quiet and keep paying their bills like I always had. What they didn't know was that I had already decided to end that chapter of my life. Success is supposed to feel like freedom, but in my case it slowly turned into something else entirely. What happened 3 months later shocked everyone in that room. And if you enjoy stories where the underestimated person completely changes the game, make sure you subscribe. A few years ago my entire life fit inside a tiny apartment in Manchester. My desk was an old kitchen table, my meals were instant noodles, and most nights I fell asleep next to my laptop because missing a client email meant losing the opportunity that might finally change my life. Slowly things started working. 1 client became 3. 3 became 10. Within a few years my analytics company began advising brands across the UK and even a few companies in the United States. Investors started calling. Journalists wrote about the young strategist quietly disrupting digital marketing. From the outside everything looked impressive. But behind the scenes something very different was happening. Every time my success grew, my family's expectations grew with it. At first the request sounded reasonable. My younger brother needed help paying off a credit card. My parents were behind on a mortgage payment. My sister wanted help covering tuition after she dropped out of university again. I helped because that's what successful daughters are supposed to do. At least that's what I believed. But the requests never stopped. Over time they became bigger. 5,000 here. 8,000 there. Sometimes more. Every conversation ended with the same phrase. You're the successful one, Victoria. You can afford it. Eventually curiosity made me open my bank records one evening. I added everything together. The number on the screen made my stomach tighten. £83,000. That was how much money I had transferred to my family over 4 years. And somehow they still acted like I wasn't doing enough. Let me ask you something honestly. If your own family kept asking you for money again and again, would you keep helping them or would you finally walk away? If you were in her place, would you stay silent or start planning revenge? Comment below. I'm genuinely curious what you would do. For me, the breaking point came on a quiet Tuesday afternoon. I was negotiating the biggest deal of my career when my phone began vibrating across the conference table. My mother's name appeared on the screen again and again. I ignored the call twice. Then a message appeared. Answer immediately. It's urgent. I stepped outside the meeting room and called her back. Her voice sounded strangely calm. Victoria, darling, your brother found the perfect apartment in London. The bank rejected his loan though, so we thought maybe you could help with the deposit. I closed my eyes slowly. How much? 40,000 should cover it. 40,000. In that moment something inside me shifted. For years I had delayed my own life while helping theirs. I postponed buying my own home. I skipped vacations. Every extra pound went into my company or into their emergencies. And yet they still saw me as nothing more than a financial solution. For the first time in my life I said a word they had never heard from me before. No. The silence on the phone felt heavy. Then her voice changed. After everything we've done for you, this is how you repay us? That sentence had controlled me my entire life. But this time it didn't work. I've already repaid you, I said quietly. Then I hung up. What happened next escalated quickly. Within hours my brother posted online about how I had abandoned the family that sacrificed everything for my success. Distant relatives started messaging me. Old classmates suddenly had opinions about my character. The story spread fast. According to them, I had become a selfish millionaire who refused to help her struggling parents. But here's what no one realized. While they were trying to destroy my reputation, I was quietly planning something much bigger. And what happened in the boardroom 3 weeks later is the part no one saw coming. During those weeks, my family continued escalating their accusations. My brother even launched an online fundraiser claiming our parents might lose their home because I refused to support them. The campaign went viral. Thousands of strangers believed their version of the story. And I stayed completely silent. Not because I was afraid. Because timing matters. Behind the scenes, my company was finalizing the biggest partnership of my career with an investment firm based in New York. The deal would triple the value of my company overnight. But instead of announcing it immediately, I waited. Then I scheduled a press conference. Officially, the event was supposed to discuss our company expansion. Financial journalists filled the room. Investors sat in the front rows. Cameras pointed toward the stage. And in the back row sat my entire family. They had come expecting to expose me. Instead, they were about to experience the worst mistake of their lives. When I stepped up to the microphone, the room went silent. "Before we begin," I said calmly, "I'd like to address the rumors about my family." Every camera turned toward me. "I've been accused of abandoning them financially," I continued. "But what hasn't been mentioned is that over the past 4 years I've transferred more than £80,000 to support them." The room filled with shocked whispers. My brother's face turned pale. But I wasn't finished. "This isn't about money," I said. "It's about the expectation that one person's success automatically makes them responsible for everyone else's life." Then I revealed the real announcement. My company had just finalized a strategic merger with a major American investment firm. The new company valuation? $300 million. Flashbulbs exploded across the room. Journalists began shouting questions. Then I delivered the final piece. "Starting today," I said, "a portion of our profits will fund a new initiative helping people break cycles of financial dependency inside families." The audience erupted in applause. My family's narrative collapsed in seconds. Reporters turned their cameras toward them. "If Victoria already supported you financially, why did you claim she abandoned you?" They had no answer. That night my phone buzzed with a message from my brother. 3 simple words. "I'm sorry, Victoria." I stood in my office overlooking the Manchester skyline and finally felt something I hadn't experienced in years. Peace. Because the strongest revenge isn't destroying people. It's refusing to let them control your life anymore. And if you've ever been underestimated like this, subscribe. Because the next story might feel very familiar.